somewhere.
They could lose a lot more than just their emails. 23andMe has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. 23andMe Holding Co. is attempting to facilitate a sale by filing for Chapter 11. The company was briefly valued at $6 billion in 2021, but has more recently been valued at $50 million after failing to turn a profit after all this time. Co-founder and CEO Ann Wojcicki, I've never heard it pronounced like that. I always heard it Wojcicki when it was YouTube. Susan
Is it the
Wojcicki.
same spelling?
No, they're sisters.
Oh.
Or were sisters. Rip Susan. Anne announced her immediate resignation and is making an independent bid for the company. The company intends to keep operating through bankruptcy proceedings and says that customer access to data and subscriptions won't be affected. But will it though? Won't it though? Yeah, but won't it though? Man, I am so freaking not happy about being right that entrusting your genetic information to some Silicon Valley startup is not going to work out, and I freaking called it. I'm got a lot of pushback. I'm still extremely upset with a relative of mine for selling me and the rest of our entire family from now until forever down the river for what? Out of idle curiosity? That is such a stupid fucking reason to do that. I don't blame anyone who didn't know, but in this case, I explicitly laid out why it's a terrible, terrible idea and was ignored. That's different. The Verge has a great guide on how to delete your 23andMe data, so I would recommend you guys check that out. And our discussion question here is, if you were the new owners of 23andMe, what would you do to become profitable? And I think I guess I kind of jumped to the end of that conversation when I said, hey, all this data is effectively just, it's out there now. Because the first thing that I would do if I was trying to make 23andMe profitable and I was unscrupulous is I just sell the data. Sell it to the highest bidder. Give access to insurance companies. Give access to, insurance companies are the ones that would probably be most interested in it.
Because a lot of this information is useful for the entire family.
And I've heard a ton of Americans in our chat being like, well, they're not allowed to use that for coverage. Dude, insurance companies are already using information that they're like not allowed to use when it comes to evaluating how much to charge you for things. It's just a matter of when and how they're going to be busted and whether your watchdogs are going to have any kind of teeth to fight back when it happens, which right now is not looking good, quite frankly. So, this blows. This absolutely blows. And to be clear, I don't care that 23andMe is going under. I just think this really sucks for the families of people who gave data to this company and are now able to be exploited. Sucks.
Yeah, this is interesting. GM wasn't allowed to share your driving data, but did without consent to your actual insurance provider, and that data is permanently housed in third-party databases that all insurance companies have access to.
Yeah.
There's precedent for this stuff.
Yeah. 100%. If you disagree with me, you're actually wrong. So, cool.
Yeah.
Enjoy being wrong, though. I mean, some people like it. Some people like it a lot.